Hi, I'm Andy Bowen, and I'm founder of Clearview Communications and Public Relations. You know, at Clearview, we do a lot of presentation skills training, a lot of media training for executives, and we also do a lot of motivational messaging. We help people to change their behaviors or take actions that our clients want them to take. And I want to share with you a little bit about the science of motivational messaging. And there is a process called the SRAM model of communication. And what the SRAM model of communication contemplates is that we have an encoder of information who is the sender of the information, and then we have a decoder of the information or the receiver of the information. And at this point in this video, I am the encoder of the information. I am the sender of the information to you, and you are the decoder or the receiver. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that you can make in presentations is not analyzing your audience. If you want to motivate your audience to take a specific action, you have to know what's on their minds. You have to analyze them every way you can so that you can get behavior change. So when we contemplate the SRAM model, before we formulate our message that we send over to the decoder, who is actually our audience, the receivers, we need to thoroughly analyze the decoders or the receivers to know what's on their mind, because they receive information based on their entire life experience, based on what's happened to them today in traffic, based on what they had for breakfast or lunch, or what they're thinking about, or what the weather is, or even the venue, or who else is in the room. So we need to do some very significant audience analysis if we're going to reach the decoders and then have them receive information and then respond back to us with a message. After they've decoded the information appropriately, hopefully, if we've done our homework appropriately, they will send a message back to us and respond. That'll be a response. And then we become what? Then we become the receiver or the decoder. They have responded to us, and now we decode and we send a message back. And so gradually, as the two sides talk to one another and decode and encode, there is a level of what we call understanding that occurs. And then it looks like this as these two sides, the two circles come together, the encoder and the decoder. Where the two circles meet, you have understanding. And so that should be the goal of anyone who is trying to persuade an audience. Analyze that audience so significantly and in such thorough detail that you know what will persuade them and move them. And this is often the mistake that's made by, let's say, municipalities or political jurisdictions that are trying to motivate an audience of the electorate, let's say, to favor a referendum or some change, an amendment or a constitution, or get the electorate to do a certain thing. They fail to analyze what will motivate that audience and help them to change behavior or take specific action. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about communications, about motivational messaging or the SRAM model, I hope you'll give us a call.